Good day, ma'am, and to my fellow classmates. For today's lesson, I am going to tackle about the global demography and its importance. According to Patterson Institute for International Economies, globalization is defined as the world used to describe the growing independence of the world's economies, cultures, and populations brought about the cross borders. Trades in goods and services, technology, and flows of investment, people, and information. So, the demography is a science of population and define the study of the statistics such as birth, death, income, or the incidence of diseases of human population. For additional information, the word demography comes from the two ancient Greek words which are demos, meaning the people, and the graphy means writing about or recording something. It is obvious that demography means writing about people. So why demographic matters? It is said that it increases the people's interest due to the so-called demographic change wherein it can influence the underlying growth rate of the economy, structural productivity, growth living, standard saving rates, consumption, and investment. Yes, this is actually gives community information. They help to plan future investments and services. Government use demography for political observations. Research purposes for the scientists in global businesses use demography for advertising. We are now part of the globalized world with the essence of our knowledge as the history of the population we may use for arrangements in the past. Destiny versus choice. Demography is not a destiny. We have to understand that we have a choice if only we understand differences and not to be deterministic in our perceptions. As what Casanova said, there is no such thing as destiny. We ourselves shape our own lives. We humans tend to believe into things that are not tangible because we try to seek hope, seek for insurance, and to believe that everything that we encounter happens for a reason, as it was supposed to teach us something or learn from it. There's no such thing as destiny. We create the life are living today. We say it's destiny as if fulfills our ideology of happiness. We act that happened for a reason, so we ought to think that we better be thankful for it, but it's no more than there's all the fair actions when we say it's destiny because we lack in some aspect to follow in path we are destined to it and affected by some consequences such as mental and physical state and early because of the fact that there are things that are cut off our control. Therefore, we should do our best today, try for excellence, and appreciate the result it will bring in the future. On the other hand, with the rise of the globalization is the increase of migration and intermarriage in imbalanced rate of population of a developed and developing countries implies that demographic suicide, a situation where there is a continuous imbalance between birth and death growth of population, mixing in which may result shaping a new society, determining changes of identities and even coping out extensiveness of the population. So the factors affecting the demography of the world given erratic morality. There are changes of demography due to the reform of the system of pathology. When we say erratic, it is means that even or irregular in pattern or movement, simple as unpredictable. When we say morality, in demographic usage, it is the frequency of death in a population, and a pathology, it is the science of the cause and effects of diseases, especially the branch of medicine. It deals with the laboratory examination, samples of the body tissue for diagnostic and forensic purposes. Asian regime crises as the crises that are produced naturally Asian hegemony was economy and social factors that caused political factors after a great crisis. It will be followed by rebound adjustments of the demographic system, rebound together with a different crisis. So after produce a system adjustment to this crisis lower fertility, it generates economic injury which resourcefully decreases productive capacity of population. Fertility was resilience when men learned the art of agriculture, they started to migrate and unpopulated the large spaces, and that the ability to move is a fundamental component of a human capital. So the five big demographic trends shaping the world demographic trends is between the extremes are apparent in religion of the world today. It is the popular term for any measurable change in the characteristics of a population over time. The first one is the ratio of the children. The older citizens stands about the 3:1, but declining by around 2040. There will be older citizens as there as children. So the next is there has been a sea change in the nature of illness to non-communicable diseases. Then the third is the speed of aging is rising rapidly with emerging economies. The fourth is the depending ratio is rising rapidly in Japan and Europe countries but a slower pace in Anglo-Saxon economies. And for the last one, it is the getting harder to exploit demographic divided, where this is a phase that countries go through when child dependency is falling and working age. So population is expanding, so there are the five demographic trends that shaping the world today. So the demography matters? Yes. It is undeniable useful. The GAR data helps you to learn how population trends have important and economic implications that can globally improve not just the economy but also to the people. And that could be all. Thank you so much and God bless us all.